Hello, everybody. My name is Lewis Lee, and this is the Plan and Traffic Show. We do this every Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. So please share with your friends. If you have anything you want to talk about, cars, boats, trucks, anything you put gas in, we do it right here. Tonight, we're going to be recapping some of PRI's show last week. Me and Tyler made our way there, and did our plan of traffic stuff. So you can check my Instagram. I posted a lot of pictures there, and I believe I posted them on YouTube as well. So go check them out. And I just won. I never win anything, guys. So check this out. Motorhead Garage. Motorhead Garage on. They're on Sundays on Motor Trend. So me and Tyler was at their booth, and we put in our business cards, and they pulled my card, and I won a T-shirt. So I look forward to seeing that. I never win anything, so I'm kind of excited. But good bunch of guys there. We met those guys, so that was pretty cool. And we found a vehicle while we were there for Terry. He don't know about it, so don't tell him. We picked up a vehicle for him on the way back. So he's been looking for it for a minute. Wait, make sure that's not him.
Beat you to it.
Hey.
Beat you to
it. What's up, Ray?
Good, Lewis. How you feeling this week? You feel better?
Oh, yeah, much better.
Cough's
gone.
Yeah.
You know, it's all good.
The chicken soup worked, the hot tea, everything. Nice.
Yeah, we did good.
That's good.
So I'm down in the basement now. I put my studio up in the basement. I got a backdrop up, but I put a plan of traffic on there, so
yeah,
you can't see it.
Okay. Yeah, a little cold in the garage these days, right?
Yeah, man. I got heat out there, but it just don't hold up, man. When it gets in the 20s.
I know. Well, weren't you going to use one of those new heaters out there, like you were going to put in the bus?
Yeah, the diesel heater. I had that hooked up, but I took it out because I put it in the bus.
Oh, okay. You need
so I'm moving. I got two of them. So I got one under the bed and one in the living room of the bus. Yeah. So.
Okay.
But I got another heater. I got a propane heater on the wall unit inside the garage, and then in the shop, I have a small electric heater which works pretty good. But man, when it gets 20s, man, it's rough.
I know it's no fun. It's no fun. And as you get older, it gets worse.
Yeah.
You know? I was talking to a buddy last night, and he's a little older than me, and he was saying, they're going to have their Christmas party at this garage. It's a indoor parking garage, but the owner hasn't turned the heat on. And when they were in the lower level, when I first started going there, it was always hot because they had steam pipes running the length of the ceiling for the apartment, and it was just always hot. It was always dry. And he said, the basement, the lower level was like that. He goes, now that they moved up to the next level, there's actually some kind of heat system that they have to turn on. And he says, just have a party. It's kind of uncomfortable because they have to have a door open and let people in. But he said, he said what I say all the time. He said, listen, when I was in my teens and in my 20s, he says, we all did it. We were outside working in the cold. How many times you're under the car? I used to put cardboard on top of the snow, and then, so I could work on the car and not have to lay in the snow, so you're working out in the snow and the ice. We used to do that all the time. Yeah. He said, dude, he goes, I gave that up because that's it. I'm just too old, and I just can't do that anymore. And he's right. It ain't worth it.
Yeah, once it gets to your bones, man, that's rough.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm with him. So, yeah.
Yeah, so I was installing the diesel heater in the back of the bus, so I got to drill through the floor and put a sleeve through.
Uh-huh.
But I cut the hole, and I started thinking about going outside to put the rest, the underbody stuff, and I was like, I'll do that later.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? It's too cold.
And now we're in this pattern of like these rainy weekends. We got rain again this weekend coming up.
Yep.
We had hellacious rain last weekend. I mean, like, I don't know if it was 4 or 5 inches. It's hard to judge it while it's happening. I got 2 indicators of rain, and one is when I look outside my front door. If the rain comes up over the curb onto the sidewalk, I know that's heavy rain, and that only happens once every couple of years. The other indicator I have is my pool cover. My pool cover took like freaking 4.5 hours to pump off. That was hundreds of gallons of water.
Yeah.
So that had to be a couple of inches of water that fell at least.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Water's no joke, man.
Yeah.
So Tyler was with me when we were walking by the booth, and he says I owe him half the shirt because I wasn't gonna stop. I was gonna keep on moving. He stopped.
Oh, so you just grabbed one shirt?
Well, I won a T-shirt.
Oh, you won
from,
it? Oh, cool.
Yeah, Motorhead Garage.
Okay.
They on Instagram they reached in. We left our business cards in a bowl, and they reached in and pulled my card.
Good, cool.
So Tyler said I owe him half the shirt because he the one that stopped. I was gonna keep on moving.
Yeah, that's something. So overall, it was a good show, good event.
Yeah, I had a couple meetings, took care of those, and they went well. So I'm working on getting the talent agency going full blown this year.
Right.
So I took care of some of that stuff, and we talked to some sponsors and some, we met up with some people that we needed to see. So it was really good.
That's good.
The weather wasn't too bad. It was a little chilly, but not crazy.
Right.
Actually, I think it was in the 50s.
Oh, that's good. That's nice. That's real nice.
Yeah, it's usually not like that out there, man. It's usually freezing.
Yeah.
So,
it's funny. This company I started doing these inspections for, one of my buddies called me and said a friend found a car in Chicago. He says, does that place have somebody in Chicago? I said, I don't know. I'll reach out. I'll ask. And it ends up they do, but I was hoping they would like just send me. It's like, no, we'll send you. That didn't happen.
Chicago, what is about 16 hours for you, isn't it?
I have no idea. I've never clocked it. I'd like to get there one day, though. I'd like to see the city.
Well, it's 8 for me, and then from here to you is 5.
That's about right. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. One of these days, we'll see. But yeah.
So Brian from what's his show? Power Tube TV.
Okay.
He's also working on an app that does the same type of thing.
Oh, good.
But you do it all on the app.
Okay.
And his is more geared towards like Uber. Like you go on the app and you put in your information and it'll find whoever's around that area. So I talked to him a little bit about it at PRI.
Uh-huh.
But he's been so busy with the power tube. It's getting really busy for him. So
yeah,
it's looking good. They got a lot of content.
Yeah.
Because they have all those shows. They have Pink's All Out.
Mm-hmm.
I think he owns all the Pinks. He owns I think it's called Fast Time.
Pastime.
Pastime, yep.
Pastime, right. That was a good show.
So I think he owns that media as well.
Okay.
So they're putting it down pretty good.
That's a few years now that's been off.
Yeah. Man, easy 15 years maybe.
Wow, that long? I wasn't going to go that far. I mean, if I say something is a year, it's 3.
Yeah, right.
Easy.
I could be wrong. Maybe.
So I'm guessing like 4.
You think?
4, maybe 5. I don't know. I'm around there, I guess. I don't know. But that was a cool show because you could actually, you made your own guesses, and I used to always judge myself, to see. I did pretty good. I had a pretty good, you're never going to call them all, but I did pretty good.
Yeah, I did too.
It was fun because you had, you basically, it made it a little more interactive, so you had a little more fun with it. You know,
Yeah,
so,
me and my wife used to go back and forth. I always won, beat
yeah.
her.
And you're trying to figure out, like, okay, now it's night now, so it's colder. The track is a little colder. You can see that there's a little dew coming in. Like, oh, now that's a game changer. Now nobody's gonna,
Yeah,
there was a lot of, and then the guys would surprise you. They would just come out and they would just hook and book, and you'd be like, how did he do that?
yeah, put a stick on him.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So Jim's saying he's thinking 10.
10. Wow.
Let's see. Hey, I want to say it's around there, probably 2010, 12, somewhere in there.
Well, then that makes it like 12, 13. I don't argue with anybody anymore about that because I've been wrong more times than not. So
Yeah, me too.
I'll just go with it. I don't know. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so if you guys go to their YouTube channel, PowerTube TV, and you can watch all the old episodes. I'm pretty sure he has them all on because he bought all the rights to everything.
Right. Yeah, well, that's the way to do it. That's why it's so important. People say that you got to have control of your content.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're building it, it's slow, it's going nowhere. Nobody cares, nobody wants it. But if you can make something out of it and there's money to be made, now it's important to have it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you want to always have the creative control over that creativity.
Yep. How's my mic sound?
Not good.
I got the furnace running.
It's not picking it up.
No? Okay.
No, you're good.
Good. I got my lights up. So I might do some soundproofing down here. I got my garden over here to the side.
Okay.
My grow lights just turned off, so it would be even brighter.
Oh, yeah. No, you lit nice. You lit very well.
Good.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good.
Yeah, a little more comfortable down here.
Yeah.
Let's get the fellas in and see what they're talking about this week.
Bring them in. Let's see what's going on.
Papa Squirrel, you want in?
There's my medical man.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Brian.
Good.
Jim, Papa, everybody's here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, past time was a long time ago, 2007.
Was it
Oh, yeah?
7?
Yeah, I knew it was a while.
God.
It was a long time ago.
We're closer to 20 years out than 10.
Yep.
Jeez.
So that means
time flies, man.
What the hell have I been doing, man? I've watched a lot of TV since then. What have I been watching?
That's the problem with TV, man, because they play it all the time. You still think Adam 12's relevant?
Yeah, right. I know.
What is Adam 12?
I wish it was.
Wow. Yeah. I watched the one the other day when what's his name grew a mustache. That was funny as hell.
Yeah. When Malloy grew the mustache.
Malloy had a mustache, and they gave him so much crap.
Yeah.
That was funny as hell. I laughed.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I was disappointed that California didn't use Harley Davidsons. Why would they want the little 4-cylinder Jap bikes?
Yeah, they probably got paid somewhere along the line.
Well, actually, no. On Adam 12, the motor officer did run. He was riding a shovelhead. It was the black guy. It was that black cop who rode the shovelhead.
Yeah, that was them. But
later
on, like when Chips and all that stuff,
they went to the Kawasaki's. Right.
Yeah,
and then they went to the BMWs.
Yeah,
right.
I'm sure they got paid somewhere along the line for that.
It probably comes down to economics. You look at the Japanese, the UJM platform, and then the BMW platform, and they were a hell of a lot more reliable and dependable, and you're going to get a lot more usable service life out of it without having to repair issues that you would have with the Harleys. So just kind of makes sense.
I had one day there's a motorcycle cop that's always running radar, and in town here, and I tell you, it was funny. Car went by at Mach 1, and he casually just walks on over to us, and they're Harleys, and when he fired that thing up, I can't even get it. I couldn't believe how loud it was.
Really?
Because I was coming up. I was like 2 or 3 cars behind, and of the cars in front of me when the car went through, when he went, and I could just see him, he just casually walks over and he fires up, and it was pretty loud. And of course, he pulls out in front of me, and all of a sudden he just hits the old gas and takes off. And the smell of how much raw fuel was not being burned was just incredible.
And that was recently?
Yeah, and he went on down the road and he caught the guy. And so to make it a long story short, I was in one of my shops, and that same cop had come in. He was friends with the owner of the shop that I was in. And I said, "Man, you look familiar." And he goes, "Oh, yeah, this is Officer so-and-so. He's a motor." I said, "You run the radar out in Burtonsville?" And he goes, "Yeah, yeah." And I said, "The other day I saw," he goes, "Oh, he goes, those guys think they're going to get away from me." And I said, "I know, you were like cool as a cucumber, man. You just walked out, get on the bike and that thing." But I tell you, man, the smell was like driving behind a 65 Biscayne. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was just incredible.
Now that's the thing that's confusing me, because the new bikes, I mean, they've been fuel injected for years.
Yeah. No, it was, man, it was,
computer controlled
it
and
was rich,
injected.
baby. She
Well,
was
that thing-
rich as hell.
That thing had a problem then, because maybe he had a bad, maybe his O2 was way out of whack.
But I tell you, when he took off, and
Yeah.
And I guess that guy in the car thought he was going to get away, but got him down the road. He had got him after, because I'd pulled off into the house. I got to the house before then. I was hoping to find him down the road. I was like, man, this guy's not even huffing it to try to go after this guy, And I thought it was crazy.
You might
And
not
that's the
have
thing, with those bikes, you don't really have to do much. I mean, yeah, you can still do cams and you can do stuff like that for tunability, but it was the ones with the CV carbs. The first thing you had to do is you had to change the main jet and the idle jet, because they were made to run super lean.
Yeah.
And once you did that, you had a better cold start and a better, actually a better, cold drivability and takeaway. But yeah, the injected bikes, he must have had a bad O2 sensor or something.
I don't know. I had a customer that had it was an older Harley, because it was a ex White House division police division motorcycle, and that was a really neat bike to see.
Yeah.
It sounded good too. I mean, but it was an old White House police bike that he bought at auction.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. Jim said every time he drove it, because it looked just like a cop bike, it was white, and he said every time he had that thing out, everybody, dropped about 15 miles slower and piled around there,
I used to ride with a guy who had an ex-county police bike, and it had, like there were little cues you could look for to know that it was a police bike, and one of them was on the saddlebags. On the top of each bag in the back, there was a round, looked like a hockey puck. Those were the antennas.
Right. Yeah.
And so that was one, and there was a couple other things. Of course, they didn't have lights and sirens or anything, and he was like 6 foot, 6'6". He was a big guy, and he wore the black boots and all, and he wore a white and black helmet. So he really looked, at first glance, this guy, he looked like a motor officer. There was no two ways about it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, he used to get people used to give him a lot of space too.
Yeah, it was. Of course, now in our county, most of the police cars now have ghost decals.
Right.
So it's really
hard to see them.
Yeah, it's hard to see them, but then there's a point where they look funny because you get like a reflection. The white doesn't look white. It's kind of hard to explain until you like I said, if the sun hits it right, it just kind of looks funny.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, they're all running around with these ghost decals.
Right.
Yeah.
So
the paint is shiny, but the lettering isn't.
Yeah.
So if you see the sun is like, wait, that don't look right.
Yeah, just like I said, you look at it and you're kind of like giving it a double take, and then you realize what it is. But it's just like I said, it's. Of course, they say it's not supposed to help, not distract.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, you don't want to
Distract what
Well, that's the idea. They don't want to distract you from doing what you're doing.
That's right.
They just want to catch you.
Yeah. Well, hell, and this, especially today. I mean, today they seize so many cars. It could be anything. I mean, I was sitting. Of course, that's one thing I like about sitting in the tool truck. I'm up kind of high, and of course, it's a big fishbowl. It's all window. I can see it around, but you'll be sitting at a light and look over, and it'll be like a Toyota Corolla, and the guy's got his laptop. A cop's got his laptop. It's set up.
Well,
just like a police car.
That's what they do around here. They take impounded vehicles, so you'll see any number of SUVs or minivans, and you'll catch them on the side of the road all lit up. They lit somebody up. It's like, oh, man, that's sneaky.
Yeah, they have like I said, it's amazing how many different cars or what it is. So
yeah,
what they seize, and this they announced. I read they announced this. I think it's this week and next week. I guess until the end of the year and the beginning of the year, there'll be how do they say that? There'll be a higher fluctuation of police on the road because of training week.
Training. Yeah, they figure they'll train them when all the drunks are on the road.
Yeah, training week or training month or whatever. All the new cadets or whatever. So there'll be a higher fluctuation of police.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, okay, that's what you want to call it. Whatever, dude.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
So I ran into Justin.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the show?
Loved it. Only thing that sucked is I didn't have enough time to check everything out.
Pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
We had a great time.
I talked to Heath from Cali's. He's we'll get him back on the show. So this year will be my 10th year doing Planet Traffic. So I'm gonna really try to ramp it up and do a whole bunch of stuff this year.
Very cool.
Yeah. Especially when I retire in September, then I'll have full time to spend on this stuff.
I don't know. You may be driving so much, people may be seeing more of me than you.
Yeah. No. I have Wi-Fi in the bus.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Starlink.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
You'll be out.
You'll be really in traffic.
Montana. Yeah, really playing in traffic. Right.
I'm stuck in a traffic jam.
Yeah, right. Man.
So you see any? Now your concentration was on exhaust and stuff, right?
One of them. I did talk to the guys at the Stainless Works booth. Really just trying to check out a little bit of everything. I spent some time over at CVF. They had a bunch of front drive setups and billet hood hinges and stuff like that. And so just trying to scope out different things we can use on builds.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah, that was the place, man. A lot of tools, a lot of parts.
Did you see where the? Did you see? I don't know if maybe it was at SEMA, but I just saw where the Ring Brothers made those carbon fiber mirrors, side
I didn't see
mirrors
him
for
at
the cars.
PRI.
Yes, I didn't see him there.
Oh, I was just
Would have liked
curious.
to.
Yeah, they looked pretty interesting. They're making mirrors, and they're carbon fiber. It's kind of
Right.
interesting.
So I talked
They do cool
to
stuff.
Mike. He had a really good time when he came on here, so we'll get him back on.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I'd like to know what their. I was curious if they were what kind of design for what cars, or if they were making more. They were. I don't know if it was on Facebook or Instagram. I saw.
I can bet that's for they're starting out with the Mustangs because he said that was one of his favorite.
Yeah, but it was pretty interesting.
And they do a lot of them
with the carbon fiber stuff. I don't know.
I watched the video. Somebody was doing a hood with carbon fiber, but then they used some kind of pillow, I guess you call it, or some kind of plastic wrap that sucks or pushes the what do you call it? The liquid, the
resin or the gel.
Resin, yeah, pushes the resin in. It was pretty neat how they were doing.
Yeah, I watched a guy, and I could find it. Go back through my history on YouTube where the guy was making carbon fiber. He was taking. He took a fender from his car and used it as a mold or something, and was doing all that stuff. I don't know. It seemed like a lot of work. I don't know how well it will hold up.
No, it'll hold up. It's just a lot of work. Carbon fiber is man a beast.
He did a dash. He cut the dash out of the car, and he had to. It's kind of like, I guess he was like, he put something on it so it didn't stick. I don't know if he had wrapped it in plastic, for some kind of plastic, or put something on it, and then he was laying the carbon fiber down on it, and I can't remember. It was one of those things I was watching when I woke up at 3 a.m, and you get about halfway into it, and then you fall asleep, and then you're pissed off because you can't find it again. Or you search it, and of course, anytime I search anything, all know what shows up.
Redheads.
A redhead shows up somewhere along the line, and then you're not even you don't even care about any carbon fiber stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And now you're talking about silicon.
Huh?
Now you're talking about silicone.
Yeah, and you're talking about natural silicone.
Nothing to do with carbon fiber.
Right. Yeah,
carbon fiber is really tough. It's a tough material.
Yeah.
That's cool. QA1's making drive shafts that are carbon fiber.
Yeah, no, I've seen that. That's pretty.
Oh, we talked with them too. Casey, she's going to come on.
Oh, cool.
Represent QA1. We got a lot of people ready to come on, so I gotta get my calendar all set up and get them booked.
Got a whole new year coming up.
Say again?
You have a whole new year coming up.
Yeah. I'm going after it real strong. That or this, and All Ends Media. So I'm gonna really pound on that because that's gonna be my retirement hustle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, buddy.
Well, and I'll tell you this: if you're anything like me, all that's going to change because all the stuff that you thought you were going to do or the plans that you had, it finds a way to just take a whole new shape. And for me, I'm saying it was in a good way, and I hope for you it is too. It's just in a way that I didn't necessarily see coming. But so you just got to kind of be able to roll with the punches, just kind of, but stick to your goal. I mean, the bus is key. You got to stick to that. That's got to be your main thing.
Oh yeah. She I'm working on the plumbing now. So once I get the plumbing done, then I can really start on the walls and start putting the flashy stuff in, like the tile, ceramic tile, and the floors, stuff like that, the pretty stuff.
So how does that like how does flooring? Oh wait, what type of flooring do you use?
I'm going to use the floating,
Okay,
what do you
Pergo.
call it?
I guess
Uh,
the first thing I thought was ceramic. I was wondering how that would hold up in a bus that flexes so much.
Well, a lot of people use it, and they make flexible grout.
Oh, nice. But what about the mastic? That's what's going to harden and break under it. I wonder if that has a little bit of a flex to it too. Then.
No, I watch a lot of videos, and they're using it. They're not having any problems.
Yeah, I wanted to put hardwood in the tool truck, and they won't let me.
No,
Yeah,
who's
so
the boss? You or them?
they are.
Yeah.
So
Well, watch your weight, Lewis, because it's very easy to creep up on you, and you find out you're carrying more weight than you planned on.
yeah,
Your volume's real low, Papa Squirrel.
he said you had to watch out your weight. You got to watch your weight because you start doing a lot, you'll add the weight real quick. I had a buddy that had like a 72 Firebird or something, and he gutted it and caged it and half framed it, whatever. And man, when he got done and when he weighed that thing was an elephant.
Yeah.
And of course he's thinking, oh, I'll use this because it's stronger, or I'll use this because it might have been cheaper, but there was like 3 times the thickness he needed or whatever. But by the time he got done, that thing was an elephant, and she weighed a lot. So
Yeah, ain't hard to do.
Gotta watch it because it's real easy to stack the weight on. One too many Oreo cookie and you got a problem.
So I'm doing my backsplash and tile. The floors will be the wood, and I don't know what I'm doing in the bathroom yet. The shower, I'm not sure yet. I got a couple of different options. I'm gonna play around with it, I guess. I'm doing the epoxy countertops, but they're doing epoxy shower walls now too. So, but it's expensive. Epoxy, that's something that hasn't came down in price. So, you know what I mean? Shower walls are big.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you got to do what you got to do. You got to have it, so you can't really not have it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to spend.
Yeah. My wife was thinking about doing a mosaic design in the shower.
Uh-huh.
So she still might do that. I don't know. We got options. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, me and Tyler were looking at toy haulers out at PRI. Justin, did you get to go over to the other side?
Yeah, we spent a little bit of time over there, drooling a bit.
Man, look, they have some buses over there, man. $600,000.
Yes.
That's cheap.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, and they weren't that big. They were 25 feet. They weren't the big ones. Some of them were big, but man, for $650,000, can you imagine what these people's house look like that can afford that?
Oh yeah.
Goodness.
They don't have a house.
Yeah, that bus
That's
might
the house.
need a house.
Oh yeah, it would be mine.
There's some nice stuff, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We're
I stole some
checking out
ideas,
some of them
believe it.
trailers.
But did you notice like a lot of the walls and stuff are real cheap, like thin?
Yeah.
They're not worth $650,000. They're nice. They're not worth $650,000.
Right.
A lot of chintzy stuff in those that shouldn't be. I think they spend a lot of money on the woodwork and the electronic stuff. All the
all the lights and speakers and
yeah,
I mean, they were flashy, that's for sure.
they're flashy.
Still labor.
Yeah. But they had some nice trailers, man. They got these new lifts, car lifts, that are real flush to the floor. Like you pull in They got like real low. I mean, nice lifts, and they're chain driven off the wall. So the beams are on the wall that pull them up with the chains. Pretty
I
nice.
think the regular electric lift is chain driven. There's like
Yeah.
big link chains.
Yeah.
It's I never did. It's hydraulic and electric because I know
Electric over hydraulic. Same as tow
Yeah.
trucks. Tow trucks are made that way.
Yeah, because we had a hydraulic line break on us on one of the lifts. We had to change it. Yeah, and those are the big it looks like a timing chain, a link
Yeah.
chain.
Yep.
That thing must be long, and that chain is got to be heavy.
Yeah. They're really nice, man. They had some 16 footers, drive on lifts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we were drilling.
Easy to do down there.
Yeah. There's no joke, man. All the parts, like the car parts, it's like SEMA is the shiny stuff and PRI is the shiny part stuff.
Right. Everything's billet and you got turbos as big as your face, and
yeah,
like it's just awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I would like to be rich enough to walk into something like that, not have to worry about what a price is. Just look at it and go, I want that, that, and that.
There were people
I'll
there
never
doing
get
it.
rich.
Papa Squirrel, you want to be rich enough where you can send somebody that says he wants that, and that.
That's even better.
Right.
Yeah.
I got
There's
my
some
buddy Tony who goes to PRI every year, and he goes with people like that.
Get away with a
They have tons of money. And they went over one time. He went with one of his friends, and these are all guys he knows from racing. They went over to that trailer side, and they were looking at coaches. And one of the guys just looking, and finally goes, "Okay, I'll take 2 of those." And he goes, "What?"
Yeah, it's crazy how much money's running around this country.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, there's money out there like you wouldn't believe.
Oh yeah.
And
I
what's
just gotta-
how do I get some?
That's what I'm saying. How do I get it?
Become a politician.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Cheat
I'll
and
keep my day
lie.
job.
I can't lower my standards enough.
Exactly.
What I'm saying, cheat and lie, and you'll get it.
Yeah. I'll keep my day job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
I'm
guys
so
don't
bad.
have dirty hands.
I'm so bad that even when I'm telling the truth, people think I'm lying because my face puts everything out.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, we had a safe trip there and back, man. It was a good weekend. I mean, good Saturday.
Yeah, we saw you praying.
You what? Oh yeah. How you like? See, man, you can't go nowhere with your boys. You know what I mean? They put you all out.
No,
Brother can't even take a nap.
We had half of our van on the way back napping. It was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Man, I was beat.
Well, a couple
man.
guys didn't feel too well from the night before, but
Yeah.
you'll have that.
You know what did it is going in and out of those trailers, those toy haulers, up and down those steps, man. Me and Tyler got done. I was like, man, I'm beat.
Yeah.
So on the way home, man, I was through.
So, what was your favorite thing at the show?
I think for me anyway, it was like the first thing we saw when we walked in. There was a first gen Camaro race car all done up,
Yeah.
cage and stuff like that. And it was actually out in the hallway. And it was running a what do you call it, compressed air supercharging. This thing had like 3 massive tanks in it. And he was listing off a bunch of numbers and specs and stuff, and I didn't catch most of that. But basically, it took this 600 horse big block, and there was a valve on the in front of the throttle body, and when they open the valve, it runs just off air from the tanks, and the thing puts out like 2,400 horsepower.
Damn.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
Somebody was talking to me about it, but I didn't know where it was at. Was it like a purplish color?
It was all wrapped up.
Like
It was
a
like
weird.
some gray, black, maybe some purple to it.
Yeah.
It was
Gotta
like
get it.
down on the one corner over by the windows.
Yeah, I seen it over there, but I didn't get a chance to go over and look at it closely.
It was cool. I'd never seen nothing like that.
There's a couple station wagons there. There was a lowrider station wagon that I liked.
Yeah, I was just going to ask if there were any lowriders like the one you put in the chat.
There wasn't many. There really wasn't a lot of cars there at all.
Hmm.
There's mostly parts and stuff like that. But there's a couple. Let me see if I can pull it up.
A few race cars.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to see something today that was kind of cool. I stopped down at the shop, and the guy, one of his friends, brought his car in. It's a '79 G body, Cutlass.
Oh, I had the same car.
Nice.
I had a '79 with T-tops.
This one didn't have
Oh, yeah.
solid roof. Yeah, the background, Lewis, is
Taking over.
showing.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, it's pixelated. It's just breaking it up.
Let's see if I can turn that on. Yeah, I had a '79 Cutlass with T-tops. Man, I missed that car. That was my stereo competition car.
Because again, it was solid roof, but you could see this car was clean and straight. It had a paint job on it, an older paint job, and it wasn't so good. There was I guess there was some dirt in it. There was a lot of speckle in it. It wasn't perfect, so it was a good street car. But the car was solid, nice set of wheels, had the 3.8 liter badge on the hood. But then you open the hood. My buddy says, "You know what? We got to pull this car out." He goes, "You're not going to believe it." A nice 4-spoke Camaro steering wheel on it, a couple of gauges. Fired it up. I'm like, that ain't no 3.8. You know? It was a hood. No, it was a small block, but the guy actually had a little write-up on the car in the back seat, and it was a 406 with aluminum heads, and a nice cam and all, Hollycarb. And I'm thinking, like, damn, that's a hell of a stroke. That is a hell of a stroke. I mean, the 383s are so popular, they fall off the trees, but I haven't seen a 406. And I'd like to know how the internals of that motor were built. So it ends up, we warmed it up, and he says, listen, he goes, this car's got to move. I got to move something else out. He goes, take this thing around the block. Take it for a ride. Get lost for a while. He goes, because I got to move things around. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gone. I took that car out, man, and it was nice and docile at just when you drive it, normally. But then I just took it from a dead stop, and I just punched it, and that thing just lit the tires and went, and the I guess the telltale was he had his telltale on the tax set at $6,000. I was like, yeah, this little stroker likes to rev, boy. And as soon as you got that thing up into the RPM range, it would move. Oh, Lewis, that is sweet. Is that a Ford?
Yeah, it was a country Squire, I think.
Yeah, that's a Ford. Like a 60 or 61?
That was a cool car.
Yeah.
Is the brown patinaed to look like rust?
Yeah. And then I believe the molding, like the trim, I think it's out of wood.
Oh.
But they painted it. It's all painted, but I think it was wood. I tried to pick some paint off it, but the guy caught me.
Yeah. That's nice. Nice.
Oh, here's the interior.
Okay. Nice. Plain.
Yeah, so that stuck out to me.
There was a really nice, I want to say it was a 50s Ford truck. It was down there like a bluish gray kind of color, and I want to say it's Cummins swap.
Oh, yeah.
That was a nice truck.
It was a 4-door, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, wait, I got it right here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was a build there.
This was at SEMA, too.
Yeah, I've seen that online.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. Look at the engine bay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, that's such a nice look, but I wonder how much that impedes actually working on that engine. You know, see, if that was me, I'd want to have that whole horseshoe piece and be able to remove it like with Zeus fasteners or something. I kept the stock steel. What car is that, Lewis?
That's
The
the
Ford?
Dodge.
Oh, the Dodge? That
Dodge
steering
truck.
wheel looks kind of funky.
Oh no, it's a Ford. I'm sorry. It is a Ford.
It's an early Ford. Yeah, that's the wagon, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
No. This is the
That's the truck, ain't it?
truck.
Okay.
That's the inside of this truck.
That's not a truck steering wheel though. They took that off a passenger car.
And it was a dually.
Nice. You know, my friend Jeff has a couple of pickups. One's a 55 with a tilt nose that he did. I mean, he built this truck back in the early 80s. So the nose kind of comes up and then slides forward on the rail and then opens the rest of the way. It's kind of cool.
Nice.
Then he built a 58 Comanche. Oh, that's nice.
And it had suicide doors. That's the same truck.
Right. Yeah. Sweet.
Wow.
So I'm
That
guessing
That steering wheel almost looks like what they had in the like the Lincoln Town cars, the ones that they used for cop cars.
I thought about a
Mercury's
Galaxy.
in
It
the
looked like
Lincoln.
a Galaxy wheel to me.
here's a little closer.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
pretty neat.
Yeah, it's pretty cool console treatment. All nice work.
I should do something like that on the bus.
Heck yeah.
You gotta get a big chrome tiller wheel out of a sailboat so you can just like grab it and
Yeah.
you know.
Big old ship.
Yeah.
Take one of the
Yeah,
buses.
There's some nice stuff going on.
Yeah.
This, you talk about that. This is I have in a shop. They're building this old Dodge truck,
Oh, yeah.
That's
and
cool.
it's got a 16 valve Cummins in it, turbo.
Nice.
Boy, I can't wait to hear that thing start up. And they've been working on it forever, but it's all metal. They made all the fenders, and it's a 3-window. The back has 3 windows cab. I don't know what year it is. I guess it'd be sometime in the 50s, right?
I don't know.
I think
Probably.
they still had that shape in this early '60s
Yeah.
with the Dodge.
I got
Yeah.
another shop.
Sweet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
sweet.
beautiful.
I got another shop that just picked one up, a three window Dodge just like that, and he wants to. I don't know how he's going to do it, but they cut it all up, cleaned it out, put all new metal in it, and he wants to hang it on the building. He wants that as his sign to his shop.
Oh wow.
And I don't know how the county's going to feel about that with this old Dodge. It's like a 53 or something. Had this flathead straight 8 in it or something like that. The motor's about as long as me. I mean, it's kind of crazy looking at it.
Well, I guess it'll be restricted by what the town says you can do as far as signage goes.
Our town, our county, you can't even fart without asking first. So
Right.
I can only imagine him hanging this thing up on a wall someplace. And
Yeah.
So here's
like-
the
Oh,
80s,
yeah.
the 80s look.
Totally different. Yeah, totally different. I like the 79 better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Hey,
dad
does-
had a 77 Cutlass.
Does that look like that Dodge truck, Brian?
That's cool.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it. I don't know. This thing is a beast. Like I said, it's got that. What is that? 2-stroke 16 valve. There he is.
What up, man?
What is going on, gentlemen? How you guys doing?
I don't know. Did you expand into a new building? You look like you got a lot of room now. What happened? Where are you at? You down the street?
Start selling Mako stuff, then. This is what man.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, I've been selling Matco stuff, and I got a whole bunch of stuff here. Come on, man. I don't know
No,
what
but you
you're
got
doing.
the purple Firebird with the LS in it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You
What's
got
up,
the,
gentlemen?
You
Oh,
know,
damn,
Brian.
what?
Brian.
What truck
yeah,
is that?
that's
Is that a Dodge?
yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like a Dodge.
Yeah, that's a Dodge.
Yeah.
Does that look like that truck?
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't have the front end on it.
That's a 1960.
See, like I said, the front end's gone on this thing. See, I don't know what
Oh, okay. Yeah,
they
supposed to
haven't
be
gotten the
that's a
front
Dodge?
end yet, huh?
yeah.
And that's supposed to be a Dodge that you just showed?
Yeah, this
They-
is.
That almost looks like a 50s, like in the 50s style, like with
See,
that.
that's it, Terry. See, they got that with the 16 valve Cummins turbo, two valve.
That kind of looks like it would be in the 50s, like late 50s or something like that.
But
'Cause it's so bubbly, you know what I'm saying?
and it's got three
Right.
windows in the back. It's
Yeah,
got
so
the-
that that's
it's
almost
got
like
two quarter windows and then one small square one in the back.
what was the Chevrolets of that year, like the 49s to like the 53s and all that, before they started
Those are
making
Yeah,
the
see, that looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got
That's a
one big
55.
window in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, those little 3-window things are kind of priceless. I guess I don't know. I say just
I'm here
light a
with,
match to everything. Oh, there he is. Now you.
Yeah, I'm here with Long Shot. Well,
Yeah,
That's
there
a
you go.
53.
Yeah,
That's a
Oh, yeah,
53.
right there.
that looks like that truck that you just showed, Brian.
yeah.
Yeah, so maybe 52, 53.
And like I said, I had another shop. I know it's I think that was a 53 3-window or 5-window. I guess is right. 6-window. You got two. Depends how you look at it. But man, they ripped that thing apart. And I said, "Where are you gonna put it?" He goes, "Oh, we're gonna put it up on the roof." I was like, "Okay, good luck."
Do you remember Trick My Truck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the white and neon green mob sled?
Yeah.
They cut that up and put it up on the sign.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's up 40 feet in the air.
Wow.
I wanted to shoot those guys on that.
That has the 3-window rear.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
50.
there you
I
go.
have a question for everyone.
If you look closely, you can see it's got the 3.
Yep. I can see.
What's your
I got a
question?
question for everyone. You guys are knowledgeable. You guys are smart. So I come to you guys with a question, and I want to know what your opinion is. Lewis knows what I'm going to ask.
Yep.
Are y'all
Bye,
familiar
Coyote.
with No. Are y'all guys familiar with the OBS trucks, 88 Chevy or GMC from 88 to like 98?
A little
Like
bit.
the SS 454 pickup trucks that they had back in the day?
I
Yeah.
just worked on one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you prefer the step side or the fleet side in that truck?
Sweet.
It's
Okay,
like,
that's one. That's two.
Extended cab.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're not. Okay, we'll stick with the fleet.
Yeah, I'd go with
Fed, not
standard. I don't
Fleet.
like the step or the fleet. I like the
Okay,
standard.
go ahead. Slingshot. Go ahead.
it's fleet side.
Fleet side. Ray.
Yeah. Standard cab. I like
Okay, fleet or step side.
fleet side.
Oh, Papa,
Yeah.
what's up?
Fleet side.
See, you guys, that's why you didn't have dates in high school, because you guys were just plain Jane guys. You gotta have the step side to be different. You pull
No,
up
it
at
was
the,
because I was a
pull up at
dork.
the light,
That's
you're
why.
like, hey, I'm different.
I
Yeah.
like the fleet because you can get more chicks in the back.
Hey,
Bunch of hooey.
Reason I'm asking, I don't know if Loosely told you, but we got another truck.
Okay.
When they were out in PRI, they picked up a truck for me, and
that's what
I'm
you were
gonna show you
picking
guys
up.
what it looks like.
You told me you were
Let's
picking
see.
something up.
Well, these guys aren't going to say anything, you know, like what's it called? It's good enough that they know. Let's see.
How do you feel about that, Lewis? The viewership is so low that he can drop secrets and not worry about spoilers getting out.
Oh, it's a
I
brotherhood.
guess so.
I know.
You know?
Oh, that's nice.
Sweet.
Look at the
Yeah.
step side. That's sexy right there.
Yeah, that's not bad looking.
Yeah, looks good.
It's all
Right
right.
with it.
It's all right.
I love that.
Man,
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's,
teach
you
you guys
know,
everything.
We'll give you a pass.
So,
It's
question
it's all,
is, have you already dropped the LS in it, or
It's the lower half is being built right now as we speak.
Are you going manual or automatic?
I'm talking to my boys at Tremic probably
Okay.
next week. It's,
Nice.
There you go.
you know,
what would you be looking at for a Tremec?
6.
Oh, okay. I have a
I gotta go
5
6
with
speed.
all.
I can't go back to 5. I just can't do it.
We actually have a 5 with everything to put it in one of those trucks behind an LS.
Hey, you be quiet over there, all right? Where's my damn cookies? Okay, never mind.
That one that we did that was at Autorama, we actually pulled the TKX out of it
Wow.
and everything that went with it bolted into that truck.
Why was that, Justin?
Guy couldn't drive it.
Really?
He's a little harder for him to move around, and you know it was his idea to put the 5-speed in it. We had some reservations about it, and we were right.
Yeah.
So just too much hard for him to use. So we pulled it out and put a 6L80 in it.
I don't know. I come at it from a different perspective, from a guy that has the 5-speed, that in the beginning wished I'd waited till I could have got the 6. I drive my car like a 4-speed. You know, 5th gear is so precisely used in that car that I don't think I would ever even need 6th gear. So I don't think I would ever go for a 6 unless.
but that's only
Totally wrong.
because of gear
environment.
ratio. That's because of. I mean, if you had a different gear ratio, that could be a different story.
You're right, and I've been thinking about changing the rear end ratio, but at some point, you know, everything is at, use the word ratio, it's a perfect word. To give you more of that top end ability, your bottom end now, you might as well forget about 1st gear, just start in 2nd.
Right. Yeah.
1st gear, I mean, as it is, I shift 1st to 2nd fast. It's like 3rd is a nice gear. Third became almost like old 4th was, and 4th is like almost like would have been
Like
a 5th.
overdrive.
Yeah, it's I guess it really depends on the full setup of the car, but yeah,
What rear end gears do you have now?
373s
Ooh, okay.
with a 29-inch tall tire. So, you know, that helps on the top end a bit. I mean, if I drop the tire size down, then I'm going to be, you know, spinning faster in the lower gears.
Is your 5th gear like is it 0.8 or 0.6? Is it do you know what it is?
I do. Hold on, I have it written down on my phone. I do.
No,
believe,
you don't have it written down, Ray. Come on. I know.
I'll tell you right now because I always forget.
Wow.
Where are we here? Okay. Yeah, 1st gear is 287. 2nd's 189. 3rd is 128. 4th is 1-to-1, and 5th is an 0.64.
0.6.
That
Wow.
was the deeper of the two that they sold.
Yeah.
So
Fifth
yeah,
is 0.64,
Yeah.
That's a lot.
and a six gear is like 0.5 something, right? 0.52 or something like that.
yeah. I just probably stole the motor. You know, as it is, I had trouble with my cooling system. I wasn't spinning the engine fast enough to cool it. I was running hotter on the highway in 5th gear. You know, I had to make some cooling system modifications.
Well, I think on the newer ones, I mean, they're on the back end of that, you can change those 5th gear. They sell different setups. You can change 5th and 6th, I think, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I think when you can have them, I think there's a couple options for that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
in there.
Oh, just put 411s in it. You know you want to.
Yeah, well, and that's not the problem. I mean, the problem is, you look at the percentage difference between a 373 or 411.
Hey,
It's,
Tyler.
you could probably go
Come here for a
deeper. And then again, now you might as well just take first gear out. You know?
Yeah.
And
Like,
the
what is first
reality
gear?
is, around here, I drive less in fifth gear than I do in. I can use fourth gear pretty much all day, and and not fourth gear with my Muncie used to be like 3,500 or 3,600 RPM on the highway. I can cruise my fourth gear in this tranny up to like 80 miles an hour with it
Yeah,
not even breaking
that bet
three
doesn't have to
grand. So
So I figured you might have to tie
Yeah.
this into,
but whatever.
Yeah.
maybe. Is it designed to be bolted in or welded?
I think, bolts.
No, it's no car. I mean, depends
Hey.
on what you're going to do with it.
Tyler,
That's
I got
not
a
bad.
question for you since you're on. I was just
Yeah,
telling
what's up?
you guys I got to drive a car today with a
Hold
Chevy
on.
Small
Terry's
Block.
got to turn his stuff up here.
Okay,
Shut
turn your
up.
stuff up.
Go for it.
Just drove a car today with a small block, and it was a 406 cubic inch small block. What's I'm not familiar with that stroke. What's involved with making a 406 small block?
LS.
406. Was it an LS or is it a
No.
Gen 2, Gen 1?
It was an earlier motor. It wasn't even a center
Okay,
bolt valve cover. It was an earlier I
That's
guess,
just a 400 that was bored over.
and stroked. I mean, you can't bore a 400 too far because the Siamese water jackets.
Um,
I'm not sure what the block is. I know it's an old school.
Was it a OEM block or like a aftermarket billet block?
No, it was a cast block. It was a
It
cast
could have
block.
been like a world
Yeah, they
world
built their own. Yeah, they built their
cast
own.
block.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just hadn't.
Yeah, I mean
I
that could have been a 383 crank with a big bore.
That's what I was wondering. If they started like with a 383 and then really hogged it out. All right, I was
Yeah,
curious because I hadn't seen the combination. The car rode real nice.
yeah.
406.
Yeah, I had one of my first customers here when I opened the shop. He had a 60 Bel Air, and he had a real spicy 406 in that. He told me it was a 400 bored over, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe some years you couldn't bore over that far, and some you could.
the thing with the 400 is they had the Siamese water jackets and they were thin. You couldn't. I don't know how much you could take out of them, but I know you couldn't take as much out of them as you could from a standard, other small block. But
Yeah,
Was that like that, Ray? I mean, that's the motor like that?
it was a cast iron block. He had aluminum heads on it and aluminum valve covers. So yeah, it kind of looked like that without the oil pan.
is that a 406 crate motor, Brian?
Yeah, it's a 406 ProStar crate motor.
Oh.
ProStar is another one that makes aftermarket blocks.
Maybe that's what he did.
And that's said 500 horsepower, 500 foot-pounds of torque.
Okay.
Yeah, you said it ran well, right?
What's the price tag on it?
Ran phenomenal.
9,500.
What?
That's pretty affordable.
And the guy just told me that the guy who owns it, he's a fireman. He was a city fireman, retired, and now he's getting a little older, so he doesn't use the car too much. So I'm going to keep my eye on it and see if it goes up for sale.
What kind of car is it?
That car would be cool with a 5-speed.
Terry's over here like 9,500 for 500 horsepower. We can do that with a cam and headers and a
Yeah,
junkyard
yeah.
tow.
Under $2,000.
Yeah, $1,500 bucks.
That's $700.
Yeah,
Some of
that's
us
well
live,
700 if you've got the cam.
some
Right.
of us live in the
You gotta
So
past.
buy
they
the cam.
say
That's
it
400.
says here it's a 4.155 bore with a 3.750 stroke.
Yeah. All right, so it's over square. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a pretty big bore on a small block. Yeah.
And
That's I was gonna say that's a pretty big bore for old school small block. I think.
Right.
they said that that's a dart
Multi-
block. It's a dart block though.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. A dart block.
There's
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
350
dart
sleeve.
makes cast and billet blocks.
Maybe they sleeved it.
It could be sleeved too. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's lots of options.
Neat.
So yeah, it sounds it looks pretty healthy.
Right on.
Yep.
I'm gonna get back to measuring my chassis.
Go for it.
That's gonna be a cool truck, Terry.
And don't worry, because it does have the warning 65 on it. It could cause cancer.
Oh, Prop 65. Yeah, that's good.
Only,
You need
only
that.
in
Oh
California.
God, no.
It's
You
only
see
in
that.
California though.
Now I feel safe. Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to
fine
let
here.
you guys know that what we talked about. I'm giving you fair warning that I don't want anybody to get infected.
Right.
Yeah.
Now we feel safe.
Yeah. It won't get us up
Hey,
here.
please put a mask on, okay?
Yeah.
I mean,
I took a picture of that warning one time and posted it on Facebook. Known in California to cause cancer, and I said, "Thank God I'm not in California. I won't get cancer. It only causes cancer in California."
I tell ya. We had stuff. We had to ban or discontinued selling stuff because the manufacturer that we were buying from would not put that decal, that sticker on their product, and so we couldn't sell it. So we had to say, "Oh well, we just don't carry this product anymore. We don't sell this anymore." I mean, that's how. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Well, I saw it was on a YouTube video or something where somebody was saying that their company, they put it on everything because it's cheaper to put it on everything than pick out those certain things that California has found that it causes cancer.
Yeah, I heard somebody say
yeah,
that.
it's ridiculous.
It's known as that is known as I'm just want to cover my ass and that way nobody can come back and say anything. That's how pussyfied we've got. I mean, that's how politically we've gotten.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I got to watch myself.
Well, you're not supposed to lick the brake pads.
We got
when you
a
put
little
them
while
on.
ago, and then we'll let Lewis, man. We found a new trick now.
Okay.
We build up to this crescendo of ventilation, and then I say, "Okay, guys, hang on a second. We're ending the show," and I end the show, and then all hell breaks loose. That would probably get us knocked off at any show anywhere. The shit flies like crazy.
Well, thank you for being an adult.
Yes. We're thinking of you when we do that. I said, okay, now we can talk. Actually, a couple weeks ago, we had what's his name? The guy from Venture for the Future. What was his name? I always forget his name. Well, we were getting into a couple things with the schools and politics and all. And we were all, and I was boiling inside. I was boiling.
Drop the hammer on it.
I said, okay, guys, I'll tell you what. We're going to end this show. Don't go anywhere because we're going to end this broadcast and we're going to talk. And we just let it go. Let that hammer fly. And he was looking at me like, holy wow. You were holding all that in, huh? I'm like, yeah. So,
yeah, I tell you, that was. We've had the last couple shows like that. I'm waiting for somebody to finally say, "What did you guys say?" Or
I've had people ask me because some of my friends will watch. They're not on. They watch in other places, but hey, what did you guys talk about when you ended the show? It sounded like it was going to be good. I was like, dude, I can't even repeat it. I don't even remember because you're like, it's almost like you're like in the heat of the moment. The stuff just flies, and it's like, I don't know, but it was good.
Yeah.
That's where
make Johnny proud.
Ones.
Yeah.
That's where the best conversations come out.
Yep.
So that's our new trick, Lewis.
We even went quote unquote ape shit on food.
Yeah.
True.
Oh fuck.
Hey Terry, you do any work?
We're mocking up now. We're gonna start welding as soon as this is over. I'm gonna get ready to leave in a few seconds, and start welding and cutting.
Okay. And that Cuda's coming out nice, Terry. You're doing some really good work on that car.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Real nice.
I really do.
I like
hopefully
it.
that
What,
Cuda.
that car is going to be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we getting it in. We're getting it in. We got that crossbar in from QA1, so I think that rear section might be in quicker than I thought.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm thinking that rear section might be in quicker, so we're gonna finish welding in the frame rails so we can put the trunk pan, because part of the trunk pan is on those frame rails, weld to the frame rails, and we're gonna just cut the back half out because we're not using any of that, like a
Right.
portion of that quarter panel, and just take it off, finish up the bottom, put the trunk pan in the way it is, and at some point we're gonna try to get the quarters hung, just softly hung, and the tail pan, and then once that's all sheet screwed in and looking where we want it, start tacking.
Nice.
And then we're gonna
That's awesome.
try to tackle getting the that floor out, because we got the floor. Might as well put the whole floor in instead of putting sections,
Right.
So yeah, we're trying. We're trying. I got 3 days.
Yeah.
You got 3 days. Hey Tyler, will you tell that train to shut up over there?
Tell the train.
Oh, it's all day. It's loud.
Really?
It's not. It's actually they're moving steel around or something. Over here. It's a steel mill.
Oh, wow.
So for safety, they blow the horn while they're moving it.
You blow it a little
Wow.
softer.
I'm so bad I don't hear anything unless it's directed to me. Like I'm standing beside the railroad track, I'll hear the horn. But if I'm just beside it, I ignore it.
That's dangerous.
No, it's not. I'm not going to be. When they blow their horn, I'd make sure I'm out of the way.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
But if I'm in a cafe or something, it's like, what horn? I just don't pay any attention to it.
Come on, Faith. You can do that when you can body slam a train. See, Papa Squirrel just be like, "Get out of here."
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, guys, time for me to get out of here.
All right,
Hey, I'm gonna head on off. I got
See you,
to
Jim.
take care of another room there.
Good.
Take care, everyone.
See you, Terry.
Hey, there.
Take care,
care.
See you
Terry.
tomorrow.
Here you go, slingshot.
Hey,
Yeah,
no way.
buddy.
Oh.